Great to have your company this Sunday. Now, the brother of a high-profile jihadi has been granted parole from prison here in Australia on the grounds that he could be radicalised while he is behind bars. Joining us for the Sunday Jury today to discuss are Shell Shock Media's Shelly and WSFM's Brendan Jones. Good morning to you each.
Ladies.
Good morning. Brendan, we'll start with you. This man, he once held up a sign, a protest sign at Hyde Park that read, "Our dead are in paradise, your dead are in hell." Is this the kind of man we want walking the street?
Oh, sure, it sounds great. You know, you beat up a copper with a stick, he wants us all to die, and now he's going to be out on the streets. Great. Let's give Ivan Milat some day release as well. Let's just get them all out. Come on, what's going on
here?
I
think it's ludicrous too to have as the whole basis of this that we better let him out because he might be radicalised in jail. It's kind of like you're in jail for a reason.
Exactly.
Right?
And you know what? When they're in jail, you have control of what they do. So separate them. Don't have them having Muslim groups and don't have them having a little freaking ISIS meeting in there. You're in charge. It's a jail. Now, he's out there and he's going to have a little electric tag on his ankle and that's it. We have no idea what he's going to be doing. And how can they possibly say that he might be radicalised? He is radicalised. He married a 14-year-old. His brother's been blown up. He absolutely is radicalised. This is crazy.
It's a major problem in prisons though, isn't it, in terms of the extension of this?
It's almost like gangs in prison. You know, you want to belong, you want to be in a part of a gang, and so now this is where this radicalisation is happening. Stop it. Stop these meetings, separate them, introduce some segregation. I don't care what they have to do, but let's put a lid on it.
The other side of this argument, though, is he's served 3 years of a 4-year and something sentence. If you let him out before the end, you can monitor him on parole. If he gets to the end of his sentence, he's out with no monitoring. And he's just free. I mean...
What do you reckon?
Well, it's hard, isn't it? It is hard. Maybe
No.
Bring totem tennis back to prison.
Hard.
Totem tennis back. Let him smoke ciggies again.
Get him back on the smokes. No, but that's exactly it. But also, prison is a microcosm of radicalisation. So I do understand what the powers that be can actually monitor him when he's out. But once he's out, after he's done his time, that's it.
Yeah, it's so concerning in light of the climate that we're facing too, what's happening around the world.
Let's talk about something happier, hey?
Yeah.
Australian surfer Mick Fanning, everyone's favourite surfer, has made a triumphant return to the site of his shark attack last year. He's taken out the World Surf League event at J Bay in South Africa. Shelly, he got back in the water and he's won it.
Man, that dude punched a shark. Like, he is a dead set legend. I just think that I don't know how he could get back in that water. I just don't understand it, but I proud to be an Aussie. Like I just go, man, he's awesome.
Yeah, as he sort of pumped his fist in the air in triumph, you were just there with him, just saying, yay!
You just want him to be your friend.
Yeah.
It's just like he would never have to buy a beer again in his life. He's just great.
And if they make a movie out of it, which they should, I'd be happy to play the shark. You know, you just want to be involved in some way, right? He should be the star of his own film.
You want to play the shark?
I'd do anything to be involved with it because he's just such a legend.
Right, yeah. Now, we see Fonzie jumped a shark.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mick Fanning punched a shark.
He's cool. You're a surfer too, so and you can really relate to, I suppose, what he went through to get back in the water in the first place.
Well, yeah, you do. You think about sharks in the water, but I saw one. I saw a little, like a hammerhead shark.
Really?
Yeah, but you don't really freak out about it. You just say it wasn't. It was about that big.
That's big.
It's about that big. But you see it and you think, oh, there's a shark. And you go, oh, hang on, that's a shark. And I'm a long way away
You
from
might have thought that. I'd be thinking,
they're quite amazing to see. Although when there's one chomping on your leg, that would be bad.
Different scenario. Yeah, that would be bad.
That would be
Understatement of the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's move on. Pauline Hanson is continuing her demands for a royal commission into whether Islam should be considered a religion. She's asking Shelly for the support from the Prime Minister on this. She doesn't have a hope in hell.
Does she? I don't know. Look, I think she's a cup full of crazy, so I'll just put that straight out there. I'm not a fan. But there is so much fear and worry at the moment. If making the difference between a religion and ideology is going to make a difference into the way we can...
But royal commissions are expensive, they're hard to get up, they don't happen easily. It's something
and there's Pauline Hanson, so why are we even listening to her? Look, the thing is,
a lot of people
she got in and a lot of people voted for her. And I think it's like Trump. She's working on fear, she's working on the fact that people want someone to do something at the moment. So I can understand that there are people who are leaning her way or have voted for her because of fear, and that is the main reason. So she's going to have to do something when she gets in. Royal Commission, I don't know.
She's one of the very few politicians who has her own security detail, purely because of the things that she says.
Well, she puts it out there, you know, and when you look at it, we are at war at the moment. This is what's happening. You know, what happened in Nice recently. You know, I was just over there in France, and I was wandering around, and you see all these guys with these get-out-of-town guns, and you think, wow, you know, this is a serious place. She needs all the protection in the world. If she's going to say all that sort of stuff. Like, you know, it's she's putting herself out there.
I don't mind her having protection. You know, I think you have to be able to say whatever you want to say, and I think that she needs to be protected if her life is in danger. And the police have obviously assessed this and said that her life is at risk. So therefore, I don't have a problem with her having...
You don't think she should tone it down?
Well, that's like telling me to tone it down, you know.
Again, a hope in hell, as I say. But it's interesting because it usually is this sort of security detail only reserved for the Prime Minister, the opposition leader and some of the key senators, the key ministers. It's not something that's extended to everyone. It is costly as well. But as you say, we do know that the support comes for Pauline Hanson because she does say...
Well, people are scared. You know, people don't understand the ideology or the religion that is Islam. It's like a giant mystery. And it's people like her who is saying, listen, someone's got to be held accountable in this. Like the Catholic Church had to be held accountable for all the stuff, all the wrongs that they had. We are looking like at a ginormous PR disaster, I guess, for that, for want of a better word. So she's saying it. She's saying it.
And I think I was on Today's Show recently with Ben Fordham, and he just said something that made so much sense to me. He said, you know, the Catholic Church finally had to have a commission into paedophilia. Maybe the Muslim society, Muslims, have to have some sort of intervention about ISIS so that we can see that it's not all Muslims and therefore we're not tarring them all with the same brush. That kind of makes sense to me.
Okay.
They need to stand up and do something.
Yeah, good point.
I'm going to be the one who takes it to a lighter pace again. We're going to change it to a musical theme now, and Kate Bush devotees have painted Melbourne red, donning the famous dress that she wore in her iconic music video for Wuthering Heights. Brendan, do you love Kate Bush?
I love Kate Bush. I'm the biggest fan of
too.
Bush in the world.
Yeah.
She is great. Especially when I saw Babushka. Remember Babushka?
Babushka.
And she had that outfit on. Like I was 14 at the time. I thought, oh my God, my life.
Boys like you just would have,
Yeah.
This is a mystery to me. I don't know what this is.
I've never seen it. I don't know what you're
You
talking
should have done
about.
it. You've got the red hair.
I don't.
Just put your head out there.
I have never even seen this film clip.
My daughter
I don't know
Elsa
what
was
they're
out
doing.
there amongst the crowds in Sydney. There she is. That's Elsa and her friend
Really?
Kylie doing the Wuthering Heights. It's this sort of anniversary of. You've got to Google and get YouTube and check out the film clip.
Yeah.
It's very sort of interpretive dance. But she's an icon music legend. I'm talking to a DJ here.
She is like she retired and didn't perform for 20 years, and you would think, well, that's all over. She comes back, and all the halls were sold out. Everyone wanted to go and see Kate Bush.
And she's influenced so many musicians.
Extraordinary musician. Absolutely amazing.
I can't believe you guys don't know about it.
No, we're fine.
Well,
You
you're
guys
too
enjoy
young.
it.
You're too young.
I'm 42.
You and I, we'll
Jeez.
sit over here.
We'll
They
sit
can
here in the
over
old
there.
What, you never watch Countdown? Come on.
Honestly, my mum and dad wouldn't let me watch Countdown.
Look, we're
They wouldn't let you.
going to
I grew up
school
in
these
King of
kids.
Roy.
What are you,
School
Branch
you a bit better.
Davidians? You couldn't watch
All right.
Countdown?
Take it away, Kate Bush. We'll be back with more after this. I can't believe it.